Um, Hello everyone, and welcome to an episode of. Well, this is going to be bed talk, I guess, because we're lying in bed in a hotel. Not doing tub talk this time, but it is us on vacation, so we're doing this live with people in Discord that are part of our family. Because we take our family everywhere with us, and if it's via phone, it's via phone. These are the people we actually care about in our community and want to talk to and want to enjoy time with. So this is the way we can do it without them having to see us in our skivvies or whatever we happen to be wearing. You use your imagination when it comes to that. But anyways, as far as drinks, I am having a swipe right because it's my favorite drink. And it's a wonderful cider with a semi-sweet apple and some cherry, I think, in it a little bit. What about you?
I got a vitamin water.
Vitamin water. She's saying hydrated. Yeah. We are on vacation, wink, wink, so you know what that means. Got to stay hydrated. Anyways, let's start off with some questions from the family. We've got Freelance Gyno, otherwise known as OM Tex now. He has kind of a long one here to start off with, so let's go with the long one first, right? Because you always want the long one first. And then we'll get into the other stuff later. So could you dumb down how you know how to change ISO for tunes? For example, when you would change the striker, raider, SKs, or dumb obvious reason. Now you have everything set for war, gear, sheet, but sometimes when you're up against a hybrid team on defense, using a hybrid offense, doing scourges, DD, OML trials, all that stuff. Yeah, are you looking at the defense twos and deciding there, looking at war room rules, CC, or what? This just come with learning 300 plus tunes. Yeah, we have a lot in the game. And their dirty underwear. I like that. It's a good visual. And then he says, Lord, I don't even know about my own. I'm not going to say that because it's going to be live on stream. But I'm going to put that on you. But you guys can read it where it is. So ISO. So there is some stuff with Crucible that you do have to pay attention to ISO because it'll say like all strikers or raiders get extra this or fortifiers get this and this thing. So there is some of that. For the most part, though, you want to look at their basic ability first. Their basic ability. If they have a basic ability that clears, adds, or gives something to somebody, a lot of the time those are going to be striker, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want that extra striker attack.
Right, you want that double attack into a vulnerable. Now, if you look at the basic does nothing but power, then go on to the next ability. So if we're looking at specials or ults, do they AoE? Do they hit adjacent? If they do all AoEs, usually that's Raider because that's hitting everybody and you want to up the crit chance so you put vulnerables on everybody there. If you only have like one ability doing something like that and like the rest of them are like flipping buffs or adding a buff too, then Skirmisher is usually your best chance because a Skirmisher is going to up the focus of that tune. And then the target is going to get vulnerable only. Then you also, so you take all that into account, and then you look at the speed of the tune. If it's a tune that's going to go first, usually you want that first tune to lie down vulnerables. So like, for instance, Sus. Sus is a perfect example of who you'd want as a raider. He goes first. His first ability does target and adjacent attacks, reducing their speed. So you want to be able to lie that ability block if you have the 2 hero, 2 villain. And also you want to put make sure that happens to the target that you're going against. Also, the ones that are to the sides, he's going to be able to hit. So you want to have that crit chance up so he can put vulnerable on 3 tunes to start off with. So that way your striker who follows, which if you're like in Crucible, at times, or if you're in arena or war, sometimes you're going to have OML with him, and OML is going to follow with his own skirmisher and add stuff too. Now in Sus's case, he's a raider, so he's not going to get triple tap, but further on you'll get triple taps. But you'll be adding an extra vulnerable to everybody that you're hitting, and then 2 if you have OML following, because he should be skirmisher. And then his AoE with Sus is going to put vulnerable on everybody if he crits on everybody, which is great. His basic also chain attacks, so that is if he hits a crit, he's going to be putting vulnerable on. So that's a good example of somebody you'd want to have Raider. Now, are there instances you want Striker? Sure, absolutely. If everybody else on the team's a Striker, or everybody else on the team is a Raider or a Skirmisher, why not put Striker on Sus, right? Because it just does more damage. But for the most part, you just look at the abilities, look at stuff like that, and then just kind of follow through as it goes. try to up their focus, things like that. So good question. Very, very good question. All right, another one from Tex here. Only one to ask questions. Yes, you're not the only one to ask questions. You were just the first one, so congratulations. And we are here. It was her idea to do this. So you're saying don't even do this if you're the only one. Yeah, it was her idea, actually. She's like, hey, how about we do this tonight? I'm like, okay, cool. Stuck on DD7 and need Crimson Gear. Does this come with time, or do I need a plan to purchase? So at lower raid levels, you really need to save as much as you can and only do specific characters. Once you get up into the Orcus raids and the higher Spotlight raids, it really is flooding in. Like, we have so much of it that I'm actually 19ing tunes that I don't even really plan on using, just finishing up my war, offense, defense tunes for the most part. So that's kind of where I am now.
I've been just hoarding it to take them to 20, so I can get my arena team to 20.
Yeah. So I haven't opened any orbs in a long, long time, but I do my store purchases. I've up to 300 for mini uniques and 60 for the uniques, and then 500 plus for everything else, 1,000 for the ABCs. If I see red in those, that's where my numbers are right now. So, yeah. I mean, it'll come.
It
just
comes.
When you see it in the supply store, you can have a set number. Those are my set numbers. So in the supply store, if I see a unique, it's got to be over 60. If it's under 60, I'm buying it. If it's a mini unique, it's 300 now. If it's under 300, I'm buying it. And if it's ABCs, if it's under 1,000, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
They're expensive, but...
And it's weird because I swear when Crimson first came out, it was in the bottom free pass of the Battle Pass and Strike Passes for a couple of
orbs,
weeks.
Yeah.
But now it's almost 100% exclusive on paid track. They've really scaled back.
Well, there were no
it.
pieces at the bottom, but there were orbs. There was like 2 orbs. I think it was 2 and 3 orbs. There was a 4,000 and a 6,000 at the bottom when it started.
I don't know why it's been almost a year Crimson Gear's been out and it's not fountainable anywhere.
Because they still want people to spend money, I suppose. That's probably why. But yeah. No, you're fine with, I mean, you're in Alfheim, so you're doing Doom 3. We're going to be switching to Incursion tomorrow. So when we do that, it's going to be up a little bit more, and I think there's some Crimson stuff in Incursion. You can look if you want. I don't have the game up because I have this stuff up, so if you guys could look at the Incursion, maybe there's some Crimson orbs there. You can let wife know on her chat.
You don't want to push too far too fast because you're going to get burnt out.
Yeah, you're going to get burnt out. You're going to get stuck behind bottlenecks. You're going to get pissed off and frustrated and then not want to play. You're going to pull a Samgis.
Yeah.
Every time somebody quits because of frustration, we're going to call it a Samgis. That's the new Samgis. Yep, that's the new Samgis. All right. Poor Samgis. Oh, speaking of Samgis, the next question. Look at that. What is the best way to test characters' kits? Assume if they're war-related, the most obvious way is via war, Crucible via Crucible, etc. So we like testing, yes, in war, because all the war abilities are turned on. It's just the room abilities that are not turned on. So testing war stuff in war is definitely the best way to go. Mm-hmm. If it's not in war and you just want to see the power of a character to see how a team works, RTA, Blitz, both work very well for that.
Yeah, there's no way to...
You can PvP, but you can't PvP mirror match. So you're PvPing against other stuff. We've done that before. Since I have 5 accounts, like I do that every once in a while. I PvP myself. But for the most part, yeah, it's Blitz, RTA, or actually in the mode itself. You can't test Crucible at all. They want to make sure that's the way it is because they don't want the Whaley Krakens that are up at the top having people find counters outside of live war where they're testing things that it's going to beat them. They leave that to the envoys to do on their pastime, which is why all the envoys are up there in the top 20.
Because they know the counters and they don't share it with people unless you pay for it.
Yeah, because they sit there and practice on the test server when people aren't,
It's in a
around.
private Discord.
No little dirty trick. So anyways, good question, Samdris. Appreciate that. Oh, who do we have join?
Nobody. We lost someone. I think.
Oh, we lost someone. All right.
Scrappy was typing. He went away.
Scrappy was typing away. Maybe his battery died. Hopefully not. Oh boy. All right, now we got Echo. Echo's got a flurry of 9 different questions. So, welcome back, Scrappy. Do we have a front runner for Samgis' replacement? Yes, so Boba Trooper is going to be joining us on Sunday. But yeah, there is no replacing Samgis for sure. Yeah, he's going to be moving up to Earth on Sunday. We got to find I think Honduras is probably going to take the leadership role there in the Davalar. And then I'm probably going to be moving AO down as well. And then Reloads might be joining us. I got to take a gander of his account and see about bringing him up. So he's somebody that's moved all the way from Alfheim up through Muspelheim and is now in Mist, and I'd like to bring him up into Earth. Known him for quite a while. So kind of like Darth Spidey, the way he moved up. Reloads has kind of done the same thing, went up all the way through. And so I like rewarding people when they do stuff like that. I think it's cool. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your favorite color of the alphabet? Wow, that's a good one. Favorite color of the alphabet? My favorite color of the alphabet would probably be 7. Yeah? How about you? What's your favorite color of the alphabet? Is it cat? That's a great question. I love it. All right. What do you think the requirements for DD will be in G20? DD9 will be G20, ISO 3.5, or something else.
At the rate they're going, it's going to be something astronomically. It's going to have to be.
I honestly think it's going to be the same ISO. I think it's going to be the same gear tier. And I think it's going to be teams.
Yeah.
I think you're going to say Avengers, X-Men.
Yeah. I thought that's
what I mean?
It was leaked somewhere about.
Because at that point in time, you can't hear? Oh, why can't you hear? Everybody else able to hear? Sorry, Scrappy said he can't hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, turn your volume on.
Yeah, turn your volume up there, buddy. That might be why. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, I think it's going to be the same, but I think it's going to be teams. They're going to do something like Avengers, X-Men, stuff like that. They'll find some kind of sneaky way. Villains, maybe heroes, just straight up, something like that. So yeah, here's Reload's messaging me while we're going. But that's what I thought. What's your thought?
Yeah, because I think somebody had said something that it was going to be like these teams that came out. Possibly the Old Man Logan and everything that's come out this year.
Oh, so you think the
going to be
epics
needed for
those legendaries and epics?
Yeah.
That could be.
And I'm sure they'll have a non-legendary, non-epic, and then like legendary, cosmic, and then they'll have probably epic, tech, or who knows. But it's gonna have to be.
Oh, so you think it's gonna be more like APOC?
Minions.
Minions would be hilarious.
Yeah, well, that's what they had originally said. It's Professor X was going to be an APOC-like saga.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know why that got scrapped along with moments.
So it'd be like
else.
Illuminati, who else? Mighty Avengers, so on and so forth. People that came out, Annihilators, all them together. Interesting. All right. What do you think the requirement? Okay, that was that. How busted? Oh yeah, are X-Men going to be when Professor X is eventually released? Yeah. I think he's going to be pretty broken. That's why I kind of hope that it's going to be something. Honestly, the inside skeeviness of me is going to say Gear 20 and 3.5. Mm-hmm. That's what the inside, skeeviness of me is going to say, but I hope not. So we'll see. Oh, who joined now? Who we got?
Sexy. Okay.
Oh, Dugan. What's up, Dugan? So yeah, you can go ahead and chat in the chat text. You can use, if you have any other questions, go ahead and post them at the bottom of the live questions. So yeah.
Well, given the fact that Phoenix, I just finished at 4 o'clock this morning my second run of Odin.
Yeah.
Phoenix is bigger than him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Granted, I don't have diamonds on him, and I don't have him at 7 red. But with her rework and 3 diamonds, she's bigger than Odin.
Yeah.
So, at the rate they're going, he says hello.
Oh. Touching tips.
So, I would think it's going to be, well, hopefully. I mean, they just released this other war team that's garbage, and it's X-Men, so.
Yeah. You speak so quietly.
I feel like I'm yelling.
No, you're not yelling at all.
Okay.
I am. I always am. I'm this loud. But, all right. Yeah, it's crazy that Phoenix is now bigger. So is Storm.
Yeah.
Storm is. I don't know if Beast is or not. Beast is pretty close to what Odin is. I think they're pretty damn close. All right. Does Skilly know that Samdus is my favorite? I don't think he does. Maybe he knows now.
Yeah.
No, he's not here. He still doesn't know. So yeah. What is it? Scotty doesn't know? Is that what that song is? Instead of Skilly doesn't know. So yeah. See, who are my top 5 best, worst MSF content creators? Should we start with the worst first or the best? You guys let me know. And this is going to be on YouTube, so this is going to be awesome.
Like any of them give a flying fuck.
Yeah, well, that's true too. But yeah, do I start with the worst or start with the best? We got somebody responding. T is always in. Oh, this is a long one. It's not just one word. Oh, okay, worst. Okay. That was a long time to type worst. Are you typing with your paws too?
Do we have to say his name though?
Yeah, no, I mean, no, we could both have ours.
Oh.
That's fine. So let's see, ranking my 5 worst CCs. My 5 worst CCs are going to be Duarctic.
Yep. D-bag.
Boylon.
Yep.
Doolum.
Yep.
Updog.
Yeah.
And see, who's the other? Well, now I guess I can say T-Dub.
Yeah.
Because he really doesn't know anything except for how to spend. So who are your 5 worst?
That'd probably be up in there.
Same order or different order?
Oh, D-Bag's definitely number 1, the worst.
Okay.
He's the worst of the worst. I don't know why he's still allowed to cover this game. Yeah. And the rest I don't watch anymore. I've actually blocked. I go to YouTube, do not recommend this channel, block them. I blocked OMG today on Twitch. I'm like, I don't want to see this crap anymore. I'm tired of it all.
Yeah.
The best ones, there's a lot of newbies coming out that are trying.
Yeah.
But the assholes in this community just push them aside and, you know.
So when I think of best, I think of people that aren't going to bullshit you. That it's just going to be
Valley.
Just the facts and just there. And I like Valley the way he does it. He doesn't really do a lot into, this is what it could be. This is what this might be. Like, it's just what he knows and how he plays. And so I do like his. I like Valley's.
He's done a few, which it was funny. His video popped up a year ago. Mobile Gamer quits the Envoy program. And
he's done some clicky stuff lately, and I think it's just trying to compete with the other people that are making money off of it better than he is, which is too bad. But yeah, I would say probably Valley. I think Dorky for his content does a good job. Yeah, that kind of hurt to say a little bit, but I think Dorky does a good job with the content.
It's just he was a bad businessman, and that's fine.
Not a good business partner. Let's see, who else? As far as on the good side, ZKG. I think ZKG is good. I like him. I think he does a good job with his content. I don't really know anybody else that I would think is a good one. Oh my gosh, Philosopher.
Right? Talker was still my favorite, but he
Philosopher
doesn't.
Here.
Right. Taco doesn't stream anymore. Walt
Yeah.
doesn't stream anymore. Well,
Yeah.
MSF.
Yeah, he streams all the time, other stuff. But yeah, as far as CCs, people putting out videos, I think that's about it. And,
even Benora, I don't.
No, she's never done anything. I don't even know how she made the Envoy stuff, so I have no idea. Dacier Gaming, I guess, would be up there just because I don't think he's done any clickbait stuff.
The best is Lego Man.
Oh my gosh, that guy's so horrible. Yeah. But yeah, Dacier doesn't do any clickbait stuff really that I've seen, so I guess he would be up there. And then I would have to say OMG just because he has the most, but I don't think I think his clickbait stuff is just getting too overwhelming.
Yeah. Well, he does a lot of it. It's acting. It's for show. He's playing a role.
Right.
And if you know that going in, it's fine.
I mean, when you're making that much money, you're just trying to keep on making that much money, I guess. Yeah. So you got to put out stuff that's going to get you money. So whatever. I mean, I guess that works for him. That's cool. All right. So yeah, that was kind of that's kind of hard to put up there, but whatever. It's going to be. What changes would you implement to Battle World to make it less awful? I think I've said this quite a few times. It's going to be a battle boss every day. I think a mini battle boss would be fun for everybody to play against. Just kind of go, and that could be the one where you got to use 3 attacks and just go and fight against somebody. Like maybe Mole Man and his mole people, the Brood or something like that. A bunch of symbiotes, or Doom and a bunch of Doom bots.
MODOK floating around with a bunch of
MODOK with a bunch of AIM scientists flying around. Like, that'd be kind of cool. And then finally on the final day, you get the full boss where you get to use your whole roster if you wish. So you can battle 60 times if you want to and fight against Null. I think would be the way to go with that. Hey, we got somebody else jumped in. Thank you. Welcome. I don't know who it is. You got to figure that out. JFK came back? Oh, okay. He's back.
Too many people.
So yeah, I think that would be the best way to do it. I don't really like the strike events, and if they do those where they have those strike team things where you have to
the spec ops.
The spec ops, yeah. That's what it's called. Yeah. It's got to be not the ones you're using that day. So like they can do it one of 2 ways. Either day 1 the spec ops are who you're going to use the day before the boss, or day 1 the spec ops are who you're going to use the next day. Either one of those, and then you either the ones you used, now you put in the spec ops the day before, or the ones that are going to be the next day are the ones who go in the spec ops the next day, and then the final day would be who you use day 1. Like that would be the way to do that, so you're not using the same tunes and the same things.
Yeah, because then you're either screwing over yourself.
Sorry.
By not being able to finish the node because you needed the tunes and spec ops, or you're screwing over your alliance because you used the tune and the nodes and now nobody has them to put for spec ops.
Yeah, and so you feel like you're kind of dogging the rest of your team if you don't have your whole roster built, which sucks, because if you're somebody who's building pretty tall or doesn't have the monetary resources to build all these tunes that they're putting out every 8 days, then you kind of feel like you're letting your team down if you're not doing certain things.
Yeah, and you don't have enough cores. We just went over that in one of the last ones. Right. The core income is at a net negative.
Well, it's not a negative. They want you to spend 600 cores a day at least on these things, and you're only making 700.
But now if you're the top. Up more with the uncanny energy.
Well, that's what we added with that. That was uncanny and campaign. That's 600 cores. So, all right, where were you? 5 beds, want to change. Okay, do you see them ever fixing the Blitz Way War story economy? Mid-late game are flooded with resources, but nothing is. So we talked about that in our last Tub Talk, actually. Having a new store, taking down the Red Star store because we don't need it anymore. Put a thing inside each character saying that, hey, I want to buy diamonds for this character. I can just go inside the character, upgraded diamonds for this cost. And then we have that already built in. If they took down the Red Star store, they took down the stupid costume score because you did the same thing inside the character where it has a little costumes thing. You go, oh, I want to buy this costume, and it's just right there. So you don't have a store for that. You took down those 2 stores and you added in one that lets you trade in orbs or resources for currency of some sort, whether it be gold orbs, gold itself, or pieces to shards or whatever, or other gear orbs. So if you traded in teal for gold orbs, you traded gold for crimson orbs. I think that'd be the way to go about that.
Because I don't see them reworking that, because Endgame and Whales and Krakens are flooded with that currency. If they add things to it, they're just going to be able to buy out the store, and then you're stuck in the same predicament.
Yeah. And I don't want them putting, of course we don't want them putting like ISO, the purple ISO in there to buy, because then everybody, all these, like you said, Whales and Krakens that have like billions and billions of this stuff are just going to be like, oh, I get all the purple ISO now. Cool. I want it to be stuff that mid-game players don't have access to, but late-game players do. That's the stuff that's really there. That's what I'm saying, like Crimson Orbs. Not the elite ones, not the ones where you're getting the uniques and stuff, but the regular Crimson Orbs where you're getting the ABC pieces and stuff that are important. Put those as one of the things. The elite teal is fine, regular teal orbs, stuff like that where you're trading in the lower ones for the higher ones. I think that'd be the best way to do those stores. I hope they do that at some point.
A conversion store.
Yeah, a conversion store. And then it says, what do you call a lesbian dinosaur? This was Lickalotopus, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And what do you call a gay dinosaur? That'd be a Megasaurus.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, will it still be breaking your Samgis, even though Samgis won't be having a Samgis anymore? Yeah. So what we say, people that quit the game, we're going to say that's pulling a Samgis.
Yep.
Yep. That's the new Samgis. You quit. You're retired. You're pulling a Samgis. All right. Will backing out of fight be called a Samgis now?
Combat cancel.
Yeah, backing out of your alliance would be called a Samgis now. But boom. All right, so more serious question now. What can a player do to limit the chance of RNG throwing off a match? Oh yeah, and making you lose. Boy. So what I've found the most in this new team, the Night Stalkers and Orcas counter in War. If you don't have them aligned in a certain way, they just get yeeted if LDS gets past the taunt of your man thing. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. So I would say just really be careful of your lineup and who you put in.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're not punching up too much on a punch up, and know your counters and know what the other team does. And just don't allow those things to happen. I don't think there's a way. Like, she got stuck in DD twice now behind two gladiators one time, and was it both times?
Two Thanos.
Two Thanos. No, it was two gladiators the one time and two Thanos the other time. It's just ridiculous. So sometimes that just happens. Just knowing the plan ahead and knowing who to take out if you're in a DD, if you're in a raid, knowing your targets. Like when you're in the new Spotlight raids with Uncanny, take out Oath. Oath will wreck you. She puts trauma on you, and she puts bleed, and she puts the Disrupted, and the Disrupted just wrecks your team because you can't gain those buffs that Uncanny Avengers needs now. And there's no cleanse really except for Invisible Woman special, I think. It's either special or the ult is the only cleanse. I guess Beast has the cleanse on his special too. But the trauma makes it so that doesn't even happen. So yeah, it's kind of a pain. You got to pay attention to that. Okay, it is just blue at the top. All right, thank you. Oh, that was from Dugan, sexy MSFer. The last one is from JFK, the one about the sandwiches. Okay, so Scrappy, does putting blazing sauce in your eye hurt? I would imagine so.
Like pepper spray?
Yeah, I would think that would hurt. Yeah, pepper sauce in your eyes.
I'm not stupid enough to try that, but if you want to try it and get back to us, go for it.
I think he already tried it. I think that's what he was talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you let us know how that feels, bud. How do you play during work? I really don't. On the graveyards, I do, because the graveyards are pretty much asleep, and I'm doing bed checks every 5 to 15 minutes. So that one I do, because I can just play a couple things and go do bed check, come back, play a couple things, so on and so forth. So that one's not too bad, but not during regular work hours. I can't. I'm out on the floor with the kids, so I can't. I do have Discord on the computer out there, but that's about it. How can you play more than 2 accounts on a single phone? So I use the Scopely ID, sign in, sign out of the Scopely ID. So my main account is not attached to the Scopely ID at all. And then I have my 2 other accounts attached to Scopely ID. So when I log out, it goes to my main. When I log in, it goes to the Scopely ID. And then I can log out of the Scopely ID, it goes to my main. And I can log into the other account through Scopely ID. It used to be Google, but that doesn't work anymore. They made sure of that. They took that apart. So yeah, it doesn't work anymore. So you have to use Scopely ID now, unfortunately. Let's see, how many accounts can you seriously play without burning out? I don't know. I haven't came to that yet. I like all mine. I play 5. And I like them all. I don't know. I find out that it's not ADHD, but the more stuff I have to do, the better off I am. Like, I feel like if I'm just sitting here on one account, that I get stuff done so quickly I get bored. So then I want something else to do. So that's when I play other accounts and I do other stuff. Sometimes it gets a little bit hectic, like when I got 70 war attacks to do and 30 minutes to do it. That's kind of a pain in the ass. But other than that, I mean, it's not too bad. Like I enjoy playing all my accounts, and they're all mine. I wasn't like the new Envoy that they have and bought an account. You know, these are mine.
To buy an account.
I didn't quit the game, come back, buy an account, and then get made an Envoy. That wasn't me. No, I have all mine. Let's see. Can we create our own envoy system? Fuck, I wish so. It wouldn't be backed by MSF, that's for sure, but I can think of a lot more knowledgeable people in this game than people that have an envoy program right now that don't get any credit. So I would think so. I mean, internally, absolutely. I mean, that's what I've kind of tried to create within this Discord. I have people that have a lot of knowledge that I try to put behind others. There's a lot of you guys that are very, very smart with this game. And I love sharing that knowledge with other people. And there's some that are know-it-alls that I kind of wish would just stop talking so much. But a lot of them have gone. Like Roggles is gone. So
Yeah.
he used to just, oh my gosh, just so much. Dude, it's like, come on, chill out. Like, you don't have to, like, answer to everything for everybody and tell everybody they're wrong. But yeah, there's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge, so I like sharing that with people. It's nice. What characters do you really want to see in game? I want to see MODOK. That's like the one I've wanted to see forever. It's MODOK. Silver Sable and Paladin. Those would be my three.
I'm excited for Howard the Duck.
Yeah?
He's been rumored for years now, and now apparently he's really coming.
The Duck.
That was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it was.
Howard.
The guy from Bueller doing Howard at the end because the thing took over.
I might
him.
actually turn volume on in this game if he's got like attack sound.
I hope he has some quips. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. He's a funny dude in the universe, so we'll see. But yeah, MODOK, Silver Sable, Paladin are my three I would really like to see. Why is it important for a couple or partnership to be playing together in game? It gives us something to talk about and complain about that's not us.
Yeah.
Takes the focus off of our own problems in our life. Gives us a nice little outlet. Sometimes too much.
We don't beat the crap out of each other. We do it in game.
Whoa now.
Hey!
Whoa now. Stop bragging about your D.
No. My D's bigger than yours.
It's just fun. We enjoy it. We love the game. We really do love the game. We wouldn't be playing it. We wouldn't be doing this kind of stuff if we didn't love the game and didn't love you guys. You know, we wouldn't do this kind of stuff. So it's fun.
Nice to have a hobby together, but then he has magic outside of this. I have my crochet and crafting. You know, it's nice to have something to do together that we both enjoy, not like I'm making him come over and sit and crochet with me and then he's having me go play magic and, you know, we're resenting each other because neither one of us want to do that. But this, we can sit here and enjoy.
Sometimes deal with her frustrations and her not wanting to play during a certain day or event.
And when we're out to dinner, we're both on our phone blitzing or doing whatever. And, hey, did you see this in game? Hey, you know,
And we understand what the other person's doing, so it's not like it makes one of us uncomfortable.
The people around us are like, dude, they're just on their phones, but not knowing we're on our phones together doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's not like we're TikToking.
No.
Well, somebody does Pinterest all the time.
I do.
Yeah.
But that's how I get my crochet ideas.
Yeah. She's got a touch of the HD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when I'm out in public, the anxiety kicks in, so scrolling helps.
Yeah, scrolling helps. And sometimes just doing a raid or a war battle helps too. Unless you're getting mollywopped or you get stuck in DD, and that sucks. Let's see. 8. What are you doing on vacation? Thought you stayed on vacation. Yeah, we're on vacation. We're at the hotel looking at the mountain right now. Nice day outside, but we're just kind of chilling in the room.
Yeah.
We had lunch. Kind of relaxing. We're going to go out to dinner after this. I'm going to go get some more sushi. I've had about 5 beers already. So... And it's what, 5 o'clock? Almost 5 o'clock, 4:30. Yeah, it's living the dream, you know? Vacation style. It's beautiful.
LA wants to be our mascot.
Oh, okay. I'm down. Yeah, no, if a vacation for us is getting away from the damn kids, dogs, cats, and noise. That's our vacation.
Yeah.
Spending time just with us.
We're, what, half an hour from home?
Yeah,
it's not really
that far.
A vacation.
Yeah, it's not that far, but it's enough. It's far enough away that if something happened, we can respond, and if nothing happens, we're relaxing.
Yeah.
So it's perfect, and it's a nice little casino hotel. So if we want to go spend money, we can. But if we don't, we can just sit up here and enjoy each other's company, or enjoy your guys' company, which we've been on Discord like almost nonstop the last 2 days. So yeah, we got one more night to go, and then we're getting home. So yeah, let's see. Have you get something else?
You already have a casino hotel. It's called Marble Strip.
Yeah, pretty true. Pretty
that,
true.
true
Yeah.
that.
Oh, somebody dipped.
Jeez.
All right. Have you found any more gluten-free recipes? What's your favorite so far? She had gluten-free tempura last
I
night.
did. That was pretty good. It was a little saltier than the normal stuff, but it wasn't bad.
What gluten-free recipe? Have you found anything yet?
Not
We're gonna try the
really.
Phi one. He put one up there. Probably gonna try that. I think he messaged it to us.
Yeah, it's just a matter of finding. I want to make some gluten-free pizza doughs, but I got to find the bread, the flour, and I don't go to the store often. And
At all.
So,
Don't say often.
Ever.
At all. Ever.
Unless it's Joann's and I need yarn.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we tried pizza the other day. I got her some gluten-free pizza dough, and it wasn't that great.
The gluten-free pancake mix was good.
That was good. She had us try a regular pancake and a gluten-free, and the gluten-free was actually flakier and softer.
Yeah. To me, it tasted like peanut butter cookie dough, but
It was good.
they couldn't taste it.
My daughter did, but I don't know if she just heard you and she just said it to appease you.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, but it was good. It was yummy.
Yeah. No, I haven't really researched it. It's only a weekend, so I'm just sticking to the chicken and rice.
Yeah. We're just now
It's gonna
like
be an adventure.
finding things that are gluten-free naturally that she can eat. And then we're going from there
Yeah.
to try to make things gluten-free. We're still in the experimental phase. So a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Rice, meats, just no breads, which is her favorite, is breads. So yeah, we're getting there. Slowly. Who's your favorite dog? I mean, come on.
Scrappy
Scrappy,
Dabby-Doo.
you gotta be our favorite dog, absolutely. Now, favorite dog as far as TV cartoons? I'm kind of curious. What would yours be? TV or cartoons or movies?
Oh, Rin Tin Tin Canine Cop.
Rin Tin Tin?
Oh, yeah.
See, in mine, everybody knows what mine is. I got emotional yesterday in chat because I was talking about it.
The Golden Retriever?
Shadow, man. Shadow. Homeward Bound. Shadow was my dog. Like, I would never want a golden retriever because I'd be sneezing my fucking ass off. But Shadow, definitely. That's probably the one that touched me the most is a human being on this planet so far. Is Shadow and Chance and that Homeward Bound movie, man. That one gets me every time. Do any of your coworkers play? Okay, so I used to have 3 that played. None of them do anymore. I know your family of Sable and Son do. Yep. We've only got a few coworkers playing. Yeah. So I used to have 3. My buddy David, AJ, and then Ty, but none of them play anymore. So what are the intentions of this Q&A? Just because we just want you guys to know who we are for the most part. Just be able to chat with you guys while we're on vacay. Boa Trooper. When was the last time you 1v1 someone using the battle option? I was just talking about that earlier. So I do it with my own accounts to test myself. Every once in a while, my son will be like, you want to PvP? And we'll PvP with him. He'll take off the restrictions so that way we're all the same size and go at each other. But last time, probably a week ago or so. Probably is the last time I actually did that. We got a question?
No, he said there's gluten-free pizza, his wife. OM Tex. Chicken, egg, and mozzarella cheese for crust.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. All right. Did you and Sable plan this free clan delay? Yes, we did. Absolutely. We're like, you know what? Wait until we come on at 4, then they can collect.
Wait till 4 because they're going to be busy on Discord.
Yeah.
And they can't go get it.
Yeah. So wait and get it there.
That was us.
That was us. Absolutely, Boba. Absolutely. If you won the prestigious CC tournament and got to design your own room for the following season, what would your room look like? So you play CC more than me. I hit auto. So this one goes to you. So if you won it and you could do a CC room, what would it be?
Oh, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. Because, see, this season it doesn't seem like the rules do anything. They're like... They don't really make anything challenging. I've taken out extreme in every room it's been in, 1 through 4, I think. I've never seen it in 5 or 6 this season. Man, I'd love to do something with like OG tunes, like Crossbones gets 1,000,000 extra damage or some shit. Minerva. Something with a revive would be just hilarious because you would have to kill like every tune or they would constantly get revives. Like as long as one toon was alive, then everybody could revive.
Yeah.
She says, "Fuck the envoys," and then name of the room. Yeah, probably. Yeah, something that would just be use old teams and you could theory craft with it
Yeah.
rather than this cookie cutter bullshit.
I thought up something as she was talking.
Oh yeah.
Because T knows how much I love minions. I would do, if I had to do a room, I would say on spawn, minions gain abilities of all adjacent allies, so that you could put 3 minions in there that had Odin abilities.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so fucking rad. Imagine if you put 3 minions in there that were 2 were Odin and 2 were sus, because one in the middle gets them both. That would be so rad. Like, that'd be rad. I would do that. Minions gain all abilities on spawn of adjacent allies. So you play 3 minions.
So that would be like the Trump we were coming up with.
Oh my god. 3 minions. Yeah, absolutely. So that'd probably be mine. I like yours. I like the
Kraken
Minerva.
and envoy accounts get nerfed when going against the free-to-play account. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Or those who are inactive, they get reset weekly.
Oh, how about this? Damage dealt by toons is reduced by your TCP.
Yeah.
So the lower the TCP, the better off you are hitting. Okay, anyways. What are your goals? Okay, this one, that was from Echo, by the way. Thank you, Echo. This one's from T. What are your goals for the family of alliances? Oh, boy. Do you envision us one day being a bunch of top alliances eventually? Are you always going to keep some alliances at a level of newer players? Or do you envision something else entirely?
Yeah, I was just thinking about this. We're going to end up having to make one above us for those that are outgrowing us.
I would bring everybody in. Everybody could just be under me. No. I don't know, dude. I like the way it's going. I like pushing myself. So if I were to do something that was a higher alliance, I'd probably want to go there. I like Earth being at the top. Not only because of the fact that its name is Earth, and I think this is, we should make it of America. I think this is the greatest country in the world, but sorry, JFK. Sorry, Echo, if you're listening again.
JFK's on his potato internet.
Oh, so, I mean, I definitely would want this to be the top and like maybe something underneath, but I think having some low, some middle, some high is good for growth. I like the fact that our top ones are pretty much staying full unless we have somebody Samjus, and that the bottom ones are growing and skipping along with us. I love that. So I like seeing that happen more and more.
Well, and it's nice with the varying levels if someone wants to spend and boost. They've got someplace in the family, same resources that they can go to.
Yeah.
They're not getting, oh, sorry, you got to leave and go to another alliance and bye.
Yeah.
We've got places.
Yeah, for people to go.
And that's really nice.
And Scrappy's actually starting up another alliance. It's going to be kind of like midway, rather than just starting another one that's going to be, at the bottom. It's going to be one midway. So that's kind of nice that we're going to have another one kind of in the middle. But yeah, like every once in a while, we kind of have to start beginner alliances because I can't see to hold people, especially now with the XP increase that they have. I can't see holding people at Ultimus raids for too long anymore.
Yeah.
You got to be able to move to Doom pretty quick.
Hey, speaking of Samjus, we said his name too many times.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no.
Pulling a Samjus has now became coming into chat. So yeah, by the way, Samjus, when people decide to retire from our alliance, we're going to call it a Samjus. So yeah, that's the new terminology. All right, so number 2 from T. If you could make your own MSF team with any 3 current MSF characters and 2 new characters, who would you pick? Somebody is bouncing in and out. Is that the potato internet from the Aussie? It's got to be. Let's see, 3 current. We all know who I'd take. I'd take Bullseye, I'd take Yelena, and I'd take Red Guardian, and I'd add in Silver Sable, and I'd add Paladin.
Hmm.
And I'd have my own, like, I'd call it like assassins or something. And I would make a deck off, or a deck. I'm thinking Magic. I'd make a team off of that. That's where I would go with that. Either that, or I would go MODOK with all the aim people that we have still, and then just have him buff those freaking minions like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could just interchange them all and add Graviton there too. Like, that's fine. I don't need Scientist Supreme. She can get lost because she already has another team. But all the minions, Graviton, have them be interchangeable. Like Monstrosity, maybe add a war buff to him, whereas Graviton has the Crucible buff. And then the other ones are like War, and then just, give them all different things for that, and have MODOK just kind of like be it all. And then just gives them all buffs in these different things. I think that'd be hella cool. Just make minions great again. I'm gonna make them huge. I'm gonna make minions great again.
Oh, Minerva, Captain Marvel, and Nick Fury with the Flurgan cat.
Oh!
And then someone else from that movie, but I can't think of their name. But somebody else from that movie. That would be a fun.
The Flurgan.
Yeah, Kree. A Kree Shield team.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The cat would actually have the things come out and attack.
Yeah, the tendrils, that'd be so rad. Ooh, the Flurkin, I didn't even think of the Flurkin. That'd be fun.
If we're going to get animals, I want the cat.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. I like that idea, wife. They should do that. You heard it here first. When it comes out, you know why. Will no be scope crept by the time someone unlocks them? Someone? No. Most? Yes. I think that's the best way to answer that.
No. Ugh. Well, they still have time. We're not going to get them for another 8 months. They have
That's
time
what he
to
said.
buff.
He's going to be. Oh, because they could buff him
can,
before he's actually
he's
released.
Not technically in game. I don't think anything's set in stone.
I agree.
They can manipulate anything until the day he is finally got enough.
So I'm gonna keep that answer as that. I'm gonna say the other way around though. I'm gonna say for most no, and for some yes. So most of us, because it's attached to Battle World, I would hope would get it around the same time, at least within a month or two of other people. And then for the some that are not in those, I think by the time they get him, possibly it's going to be. It's
usually about 3 to 6 months they start to get power creep out.
Yeah. So that's why I would say for most no, for some yes. Yeah. I would think. Okay. Best question on here right now is Christian McCaffrey washed and did my 49ers just pay him $1 gazillion to collect a check? Yes, you did. You're so very fucking welcome. There you go, T. Enjoy your CMC while we enjoy being middle of the rung in our freaking playoff quest. See, actually, I think our records are pretty close to each other this year. But anyways, yeah, CMC is done. You heard it here first. He just doesn't have the chops for it. Way too injury bound. Way too injury prone. Poor guy. I feel bad for him. Good dude. Super fucking built. Good looking guy too, but football ain't his thing. Maybe he can get into just doing more commercials and advertising.
Go to baseball.
Nah, he doesn't got the chops for it. Too short. Although Ricky Henderson was short. R.I.P. Nah, he wasn't short.
I don't know.
Okay, so sexy MSFer Dugan still have time to change that wording. This is see how these are questions on this thing, and that one wasn't a question. Okay, yeah. All right, and so to end this thing out from Obscure, which isn't in chat, I don't think. Got a great question from him. This is a perfect one, I think, to end this. I mean, we'll talk a little bit more, but as far as the questions, unless somebody has other ones to put up there.
It says you can give him a kiss.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. Obscure, do you see the game dying anytime in the future, or is it just Envoy clickbait? So anytime in the future, yeah. Within the next 5 years or so, no. Clickbait, absolutely. How else are they going to make money?
They make money off the drama.
You can kind of tell just by the fact that they are adding new ways for envoys, CCs to be able to make money off of the game, that it's not going away for a while. The fact that they're bringing in more, I want to call them partners, but they're not partners monetarily. They're partners informationally. So they're bringing in more partners to, give this information out to the community in more ways and more places. That it's not going away. I really hope they change some of the spending habits, because I think that is just going to push people away a little bit more. And it's going to become more like the Star Trek game where...
He says Monopoly Go.
Yeah, Monopoly Go. Where that game's still going, right? Yeah. Star Trek's still going. It's making shit tons of money, but you don't know very many people that play it. And if they do, they're hush-hush about it because it costs so much money, they don't really want you to know. So I really hope to change the spending habits, and then it goes back to the way it used to be a little bit with that. And the character releases were easier. But dying, no, and I hope not. Because honestly, at the end of the day, I might get in a character unlock, like pay that way. But for the most part, I'm free to play. Like, that's really what I do, is just buy the new characters. Everything else is earned. And I love the people in the community for the most part. There are a select few. I do love the people in my personal community in this Discord, and you guys that are listening in. And I really love the game. I wouldn't be doing all that I do for it if I didn't. And I think that it has a good shelf life. I think it can have a really good shelf life if they just take care of it. But they need to listen to people that aren't in it to make money. And that's the problem they're doing right now. When they're adding envoys that are all about spending, buying an account, quitting the game, buying an account, spending to get ahead of everybody, when they're getting envoys that do that as part of their group, that's a problem. That's a problem. They're bringing in people that spend rather than people that play. And that's an issue. And that's something that the community should know about if they don't already. And if the community doesn't care about that, then that's a problem, because that's not something we want to have happening. It just makes this even more of a monetary business, and people selling accounts and buying accounts rather than playing the game, enjoying and having fun. Mm-hmm. It's all about competition and all about pushing people out of the way to get what they want. Yep. So,
and LA says the 100 shard unlocks for almost every tune is rough. And it is. They need to go back to the 45s. Go back to Blitz. What's wrong with once a month having a Blitz release?
Yeah.
Or a tune that's been out for 6 months, put them in a Blitz.
Were one of the Aaron characters 45?
I don't recall.
Or were they all 100?
I think this Omega's...
There were 3, right? There were 3 characters. And Kahori you got pretty much free. Because she was like strike past right after a certain event. But it still was 100 unlocked.
Yeah, geez, like they heard you Omega at 45. Well, yeah. But he's an epic and kiln release.
Yeah, to make an epic 45 is interesting.
Yeah, but he's not really useful at low stars. He's going to be... They're making it back to where it was in the beginning, where you need them at 7. And high red.
Yeah, because Silver Surfer, you remember, was that first one that at 3 stars was competing against 7-star characters. But now it's the other way around, where you need the 7 stars to be able to compete with the other 7 stars.
Yep.
So, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, lower stars are not working as well as they used to.
Right. Right. Yeah, absolutely agree. All right, well, those of you in YouTube land... we're going to cut off that. We're going to stay in Discord and talk to people in Discord. But those in YouTube land, you're listening to this later on, we do appreciate the fact that you came through and listened to our video. If we said anything to offend you or hurt your feelings in any ways, please feel free to comment, and I will feel free to ignore. But until next time, I'm Viz.
I'm Sable.
Peace.